Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of GoSell Weekly. My name is Sean and I'm from GoSell.ca. We do B2B lead gen and appointment setting, and in this channel we talk about cold emails, cold outreach, LinkedIn outreach, and all about that, all about sales. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to improve your cold email deliverability. Okay, this is extremely important. If you're sending out cold emails, this is the most important thing that you would have to make sure that you have taken care of, because if your emails are going to spam, everything is going to collapse. Doesn't matter how good you are, how good your offer is, how good your company is. Even if you have the right lead list, the right person, if everything else works but the deliverability is not there, it's just going to collapse. It's not going to work out. So that's why it's extremely important. First things first, you have to make sure that you have the right audience. Okay, why does it have what does it have to do with the deliverability? Why? Because it has to be relevant. If it's not relevant, if it's not the right audience, chances of them thinking I'm not the right person for this and marking you as spam or not responding you at all, it's just not going to work out, right? It's just going to impact the deliverability. So that's why you have to have the right audience within your ICP, and you have to make sure that you are cross-checking with your existing DNC records, the do not contact records. The last thing you want is to cold email somebody who asks you to be removed from your list 3 months ago, because those are the people who are definitely going to mark you as spam or block you for sure, and your deliverability is going to get impacted. So you don't want to do that. So that's step number one. When you find the leads, and before reaching out to those people, you have to make sure that you are validating the emails. Make sure the emails are valid. Okay, you can use tools like never bounce or zero bounce. Do not send emails to risky or catch-all emails. When you validate an email, a few things can happen. It can be a valid email; those you can get. They're good to go. You can use it. An invalid email, they're garbage. Just ignore them. Don't send any emails to them. But if it's catch-all or risky, some tools call it catch-all, some tools call it risky. What does that mean? It means that their tool cannot validate it. They don't know if it's valid or invalid. So don't send it, because you don't want to gamble. Now, there are some tools out there that can actually validate the risky and catch-all emails. I would say if your target market is really small, then definitely use those tools, because they're a little bit more expensive than Never Bounce or Proofy. So definitely use them for sure. But if you have like a million people that you have to reach out to, then just keep them separate. Don't use it until you are there, until you've exhausted all the valid emails. So reach out to them after, once you've verified them using those secondary tools. I typically don't use it. I typically just reach out to people with valid emails. But if you want to do it, just Google, and there's tons of service providers that do that as well. So, but make sure that the emails are valid. Okay. Personalization. So when you write copy, when you're sending emails, just don't write one email and send it to 500,000 or 5,000 people. It's just going to go to spam, because Googles of the world, Outlooks of the world, the ESPs, the email service providers, they would know that, hey, it's one email went to 1,000 people, the guy's spamming. So it's just not going to work out. So make sure you're writing, you're doing tons of uh, like A/B testing. And when in cold email, especially if you're sending like thousands of email, don't do just A/B testing. Do like A B C D E A B Z testing. And you don't necessarily want to do it only for the sake of A/B testing. You want to do it for the sake of deliverability, so that all the email variants, they look somewhat different to each other, right? Do that. Custom first lines is another thing you can do. So every single person should get like a different first line in the email. So that would obviously be another differentiating factor. So do that. Different scripts for different industries and job titles. This is something that we use a lot. So if in my target audience, for example, if I have to reach out to CEOs and if I have to reach out to VP sales, I want to make sure that a VP sales gets a different email than a CEO. Talk about their pain points, talk about their problems. It's not going to be not only more relevant, but it's also going to be, it's also going to help you in the deliverability. So please do that. One of the most important things that you can do with a cold email is to use syntax variable. It's extremely important. What it is, people get slightly different version of a same email. So basically use synonyms. So for example, if you do a syntax like this, like hi, hey, hello, first name, and the first name is, let's say, Sean, then Sean's going to get hi, Sean. Sarah is going to get hey, Sarah, and Tom is going to get hello, Tom. Instead of hi, Sean, Sarah, Tom, it's going to be hi, Sean, hey, Sarah, hello, Tom. Okay, so, and you can be creative. This is just an example, and it's not just for the first name, it's for the actual email. So instead of large, you can use big. Instead of hi, you can be using hello. So things like that. Okay. Spam checker, tons of different tools out there for free. You just paste your copy there, and it's going to tell you how many words your email copy contains that are considered spammy. Just for example, words like free, limited sale, limited time, things like that. Just ignore that, because those are the words that trigger the spam, trigger. And if you don't use it, then the chances of your emails not going to spam increases. So that's extremely important to do that, especially if an email has a lot of them. If it just has like one word, then probably should be fine. But if it's like, if you're using the word free or sale or limited time offer in every single email in the sequence, and you're using like 5 times, then that's going to be a huge problem for you for sure. Okay. Secondary domains. I mean, this is basic stuff. I'm sure if you're a regular viewer here, or if you know a little bit about cold emails, you have to use secondary domains. You don't want to risk. Don't put your main primary domain at risk. Separate it. Okay. If your primary website is apple.com, get tryapple.com, getapple.com, applegroup.com, apple.us, apple.ca, something like that. Separate it. Redirect your secondary domain to the primary domain. You don't have to redesign another website or anything. Just redirect it, and get a secondary email out of that secondary domain. So if your secondary domain is tryapple.com, get info@tryapple.com. Okay, so do that. DNS records, extremely important for better deliverability. You have to make sure that you go to the DNS and make those changes. DKIM, DMARC, and SPF records, they have to be configured. They have to be. Okay. The good thing is, if you use tools like Instantly or Smartly, they won't even accept if this is not configured. So they will actually make you do that. But forget about them. Doesn't matter what tool you're using. You have to make sure that the DKIM, DMARC, and SPF records are configured. Email warm-up. Now, speaking of email warm-up is extremely important. The email warm-up tools that I mentioned are Instantly and Smartly. Again, this video is not sponsored or anything, just like all of my other videos, but those are the two tools that we are currently using. You have to warm up the new email for at least 3 weeks before sending out any cold emails, and never stop the warm-up. Okay, so do that. And the good thing with these tools that I just mentioned, they do the warm-up, they have the spin text feature available, and they can also check the DKIM, DMARC, and SPF settings, so you can do a lot of it just in one tool. So it's not going to be that difficult. Compliance. Just like with most of our things in life, email marketing is actually regulated. If you did not know that, just do some research. In Canada, it's CASL, the Canadian anti-spam legislation. In the US, it's CAN-SPAM. In the Europe, I think it's GDPR. You have to make sure that you're compliant. Do not spam people. At the end of the day, you just don't want to spam people with endless emails, and just don't be a pest. Don't bother people. Don't disturb them. Be nice. Keep keep it professional. Okay. Maintain a DNC records. If somebody has asked you to be removed from your list, remove them from your list. Do not ever email them, and do it professionally. Keep records. Not only you want to be compliant, but you also want to do good business. Okay. This is extremely important. So you have to respect and follow the local email marketing laws. That's it. If you do those things, I can guarantee that your email marketing, your email deliverability is going to be better, and your email marketing overall is going to perform better. Okay. And if you don't do it, you will be the ones that complain that email marketing doesn't work, or cold emails don't work, or cold emails are dead in 2024. No, it's not dead. I'm getting tons of leads through cold emails. So is so many other agencies out there. So please make sure that you do things right. And by the way, if you're busy and if you don't know a lot about this is what I do for a living. GoSell.ca is my company, and we do lead gen, sales development, and we want to make sure we do things right based on this, right? We want to make sure that the deliverability is there. So you can just hire us, and we can do everything else for you. Sean at GoSell.ca is how you can reach out to me. Feel free to comment below. And hey, if you find any value in this business, if you find any value in this YouTube video, please subscribe. I would really appreciate if I can see a lot of subscribers. It's just going to motivate me, and I can keep, recording more videos like this. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.